head out and go pick up some paint at Home Depot, but I wanted to first check and see what I had. If I had paint tray liners, which I think I have 2 here, and I'm going to need another handle. I only have the 1, but if we're gonna tag team this and get it done faster, I'm gonna get another roller, and then I need the brush covers. I don't think I have any more in this little paint section here, so I do need to pick those up. Please excuse the washer and dryer, but we finally decided on a color for the basement. I had shared these before, the 2 that we were thinking of doing, and we both felt like they were a little bit too dark, so we are going to go with this one, which is Pale Oak by Benjamin Moore, but then we have it color matched to Behr, and it's over here as well. This is the color of our bedroom and the hallway upstairs, so it's already in the house. I feel like it will kind of make the house feel cohesive to have not yet another kind of beige color in the basement, and just keep it consistent. So it's there and it's also here. So it's just a really great neutral. I do love it in our bedroom and in the hallway, so I figured might as well just bring it down here, and we're gonna, all the doors will be painted bright white, so I think this color looks really good with bright white trim. It can kind of take on a different tone. You see, like up against this is kind of like the primer color, so I think that is going to be the winner. So like I said, I'm about to run out to Home Depot because I do really like Behr paint. I've tried a lot of different brands of paint, but if we're going to be getting a ton of it to do the entire basement, I'm gonna go ahead and drive out to Home Depot and get Behr. They have all of the color formulas for Benjamin Moore and Sherwin-Williams and pretty much like any paint brand. They have all the formulas on their computer system, so you just say you want it color matched and put into, you know, a Behr paint, which can slightly change the color because every paint that has their base formula, like their basic white or their base that's like a dark base, always will have a little bit of a tint to it. So it will be a very close match, but it may not be like exactly exact, so keep that in mind if you ever do try it. But we've always been happy with, you know, the colors that we get when we color match. We have a house guest coming to stay with us for a couple days this weekend, so it's definitely lighting that fire to get this done. We also want to paint before the floors go down. It just makes more sense to do that. So, you know, this is the next step we need to take to keep moving forward with the basement. We're going to be painting all the walls and the ceiling, so hopefully we can get it done pretty quick. All right, it is now 8:30 at night. Kids are in bed, and Dan and I are gonna go ahead and tackle painting as much as we can tonight. I wound up going with the Behr Marquee, which is kind of like their higher end line because they have the matte finish, so it's not flat and it's not an eggshell or like a semi-gloss or a satin. It's a really nice matte, so it's flat but it's totally wipeable. And then these come with this special kind of lid, which I'm not quite sure how to open it, but you can attach this pour spout so that you know, it doesn't make a big mess and like drip down the side of the container. But this is the color. I mean, it's kind of thinned out against the lid. So it's the Pale Oak, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. I have the rollers and I got an extra handle, and we'll probably just share the tray and then kind of just start in the front and work our way back. Okay, that was the first hurdle. I had to open it. You're supposed to unscrew this cap, and that's how you use the pour spout, but I couldn't get it off. Like, I turned it really hard and in the center and I couldn't get it, and I said maybe that's not how you do it, so I looked it up how to do it. The comments were hilarious because everybody's there watching this YouTube video. How do I open this can? So eventually I had to grab these and pinch it here, and then I was able to unscrew it. So you take that off, and then you can put on the pour spout, and there's like arrows so that you line it up properly, and then you can go ahead and pour it out like that. now 8:30 the following evening. We worked for about 3 hours last night painting, and we got about halfway done. So I was, you know, we worked together. We were able to do all of this ceiling, this wall up to here, and that wall, but you can see where we stopped on the ceiling. So we need to finish this whole, you know, living space back here, but we got this wall done, that wall and ceiling, so you can see where we stopped. But we do still have to do like in the closet. So we're gonna keep working tonight. Hopefully we have enough paint. That's the other issue. I only got 3 gallons of paint, and we probably are going to need a 4th. So we're just gonna use up what we have tonight, and if I have to get more tomorrow, then so be it. So I did wash the liner yesterday to reuse it. You can throw them away, but I figured I might as well use it again the next night. But I did wrap the roller in a plastic bag and pop it in the refrigerator. So I kind of like let it sit out for a few minutes to come to room temperature, I guess. And now I can go ahead and use it again. Alright, it is now the next day, and we were able to get almost the entire basement painted. We did run out of, we had 3 gallons of paint, and we ran out, and there was a little section that I couldn't roll because I didn't have enough paint to pour out. So I just took a brush and like hand painted. This little section here was the last one that needed to be painted. But other than that, everything is painted, and that paint worked like a charm. It, you know, went on so smoothly. We'd only had to do the 1 coat since it was already primed, and that paint is paint and primer. But I just am loving the painted ceiling and painted wall. It feels so cozy down here. It's definitely better, in my opinion, just with all the soffits that we have here, not to have any stark difference. And it was so simple to be painting and not have to worry about getting it on the ceiling. I didn't really have to cut in pretty much anything. The only things I had to go in with a brush were like any edges just to smooth it out. But I think it looks so good down here. Oh, I didn't paint this. There is one more thing that needs to be painted. This column we didn't finish painting because we ran out. So I do need to do that. And we do plan to actually like put some kind of paneling or something on it, wrap it with some kind of moldings just to protect it, because it's inevitably going to get like dinged up. And that's actually the eventual plan for this entire space. We want to put up some sort of paneling or wainscoting, however you pronounce it, around this room. Oh, the closet. We just still have to paint the closet. Okay, so we're not totally done painting. Still need to do in the closet, but the overall space is finished. And then we put the couches all back together. They had all been pushed around while we were painting. But I set up the bed, washed the bedding so that our guest has some fresh bedding to sleep on. This was kind of like the girls' beading center. They were working down here away from their little brother. So that we kind of cleaned up. There were beads everywhere. So we cleaned that up. And I did have some people asking about the TV placement, like why put it there versus here, and, you know, do we really need the reading and sleeping nook? We do. I mean, we're definitely going to be using it for overnight guests, but also just as an extra additional seating. And we're gonna have kind of like bookshelves on either side, so it'd be like a reading nook. And then I do still need to paint around them, but it's just a really cute little spot. Like, we already installed the sconces there. So we were thinking about TV placement when we first framed everything out, and we ultimately decided this would be the better wall to put the TV on because this wall backs up to the storage room. So we figured we can drill through and hide all of the wires on the inside and not have to have this mess on the outside, which honestly, we have it mostly for like Netflix and, I mean, pretty much Netflix or Amazon Prime Video or YouTube videos. I mean, we have cable television technically because it was part of our like internet plan, but we don't use it. We haven't used it in like 8 years, and we don't plan to start using it. We're probably not even gonna need those wires, so that'll clean it up a little bit and everything else can be on the inside. So that's why the TV's there. And then we have this area is going to be the future like craft area. We still have not yet installed the doors because you know what? This is just a real life renovation. It went so quick when we had hired out the framing and the walls and the mudding and taping and all that. But once it falls on our shoulders, like, we're real people with real families and friends and schedules, and it's a lot to get done. So we haven't yet installed the doors. It's also been pouring all day today. We were hoping to maybe get them in here, but it's been pouring all day, so we couldn't do that. But you know what? We're doing what we can when we can, and it will get done in time. We also need to paint the staircase wall, the really high ceiling there. We're gonna need to either get an extension pole or rig up some kind of ladder system. So that is the last, you know, big painting part that we have to do down here. We also got some floor samples for the vinyl click lock flooring that we're gonna do in here, and we actually ordered one of them. We wound up going with Build Direct, which I had never really heard about before and we have no affiliation with, but they had really great prices, good quality, lots of options. So I kind of liked this one, but you can see it's very, very similar to the couch color, and I worried that it was going to be kind of too gray and too dark, like in such a big scale to have this color. It did kind of look nice with the wall color, but I thought that it would be too dark. So we actually wound up going with this one, which is much lighter. It looks good with the couch color, looks good with the wall color, and it won't be as, you know, darkening in large scale in this whole space. And we did go with like an oak look because we do have oak flooring, hardwood floors upstairs that we have stained in a dark walnut color. So this kind of complements what we have going on upstairs without, you know, it's not like a totally different flooring type, like a maple or a pine or something like that. But that's how it's gonna look up against the wall color, and it seems like it's good quality. It's gonna hold up to like kids. We were thinking of maybe even having the kids able to like ride bikes back and forth in here, or like any kind of like wheelie toys, because, you know, in the winter time it's nice to just have an extra space to, you know, run off their energy. So this seems like it's really good quality, like scratch resistant and easy to clean. So we're excited to get that. We did order it and it should be here in about a week. So hopefully we can get that installed pretty quick. And then we did make a little bit of progress in the bathroom. This is where the walls had ended on the side and we needed to finish going up. So Dan did do this section, but you know, he's not a tiler. He's learning as he goes. So we were able to get that section done, but we still have the rest to do. But we also did get our shower handle, or the shower, you know, faucet, I guess, the one that goes there. But I don't know where the back plate is. Oh, there it is. It's up there. This is the back plate that will go there. And then the handle will go on top of it. But it is still a work in progress. Don't really have much else to say. I was hoping to have more to show you, but this is where we're at so far. We're happy with the progress that we have made. So we're just gonna enjoy our time with our friend this weekend, and I will have more to share with you hopefully in the future. So thanks so much for being here and for watching, and I'll be talking to you soon. Take care, guys.